Hi everyone, I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. We're going to talk about this week's energy, what we have going on, what to expect, how you can best navigate it, and I'm passing along the messages that I got to pass along to you from the angels. So let's talk about this week's energy. Interesting time that we're living in, right? The interesting energy. Have I said this all year? I don't know. Maybe for the past few years. It's definitely an interesting time to be alive, right? Hi, Jess. So lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff that we're preparing for. And the message that I got loud and clear was, I keep saying that we've been very much focusing on doing a lot of our shadow work and our healing this year. And the message that I got loud and clear is that this is really a week and a time to, as best we can, let ourselves continue to go within, to do the work. And that is going to require us to carve out time and space to be in our own energy. Which is this is an interesting time of year to do that. There's all kinds of stuff. I know I have all kinds of stuff going on. So we're going to just have to do the best that we can. But I got that message where we need to be carving out that time and that space so that we're allowing ourselves to reflect and to do this work that needs to be done. And one of the things that I also heard loud and clear is that if you're sitting in your own energy, but you're spending a lot of time on social media, for example, then you're not really sitting in your own energy. So I thought that was really interesting and makes a lot of sense to me because we are, plugging into other people's energies while we're doing that. So it's going to be a good time for us to be on social media less. This is a great time for social media break. I'm definitely going to be taking less or be on here less. So this is just a reminder, by the way, for those of you who need to get in touch with me, the office number, always the best number to text me at. Because I only check my messenger on Facebook and things like that twice a day. Same with Instagram, just because I get so many messages on there, and it's my attempt at finding balances. I just check those a couple of times a day. So that'll always be the best time or best place for you to get in touch with me, especially with me pulling back on social media a little bit. So let's talk about what we have going on. So when I say we need to reflect, what are we going to be reflecting on? Well, we are in this pre-shadow period, and on the 19th, we actually step into Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde is no joke. It has this way of putting our relationship stuff in our face, and our finances, issues around finances, tweaks that we need to make around finances in our face. So it helps us basically to do the work that we need to do around that. Now, for some people, there's not a lot of issues around that. So you might not find that things are really triggered or stirred up. But I would guess that most of us in some way, shape, or form have improvements to make in these two areas. Okay. So what I would say to you is just notice what's coming up, because I already feel this energy now. Notice what's coming up for you in regard to that stuff, and how do you want to handle things differently? What do you need to do to create a different result? Or, how are you feeling called to respond to these circumstances that are showing up for you? Notice all of that. This is a time, retrogrades are about reflection, okay? And this is a time to allow yourself to reflect on all of that. I'm gonna dive in deeper to that as we get into next week too, because I think that that's really gonna be ramping up even more next week. But I also feel these energies around this full moon that we have coming up on Saturday. So on the 18th, we have a full moon in Gemini. And to me, that's shining the light on what we need to work on here, okay? So especially in regard to relationships, finances, or both. So notice what's coming up for you. I feel specifically in regard to finances, I feel like I need to say this, that there's work being done around anxiety and finances, okay? So how do we trust that the universe provides for us? How do we trust that it all will work out? How do we create an energy of abundance rather than an anxiety around finances, money, that kind of stuff? So this is a great time to really start to reset that thinking and those thoughts around that stuff, or to make some changes in regard to how you're approaching relationships in your life. The other thing that I heard loud and clear when I connected with the energy on this was your presence is requested, okay? And so again, like, that is regarding taking this time and this space to really carve out time and space to do the work. But the other piece of that is about really focusing this week on being present in life, okay? And I think it's going to feel, and it does feel like, kind of an uncomfortable, unpredictable energy in a lot of ways. And so we can tend to try to numb that or distract ourselves, or to not be present in the moment because we want to avoid what's going on. And this is really saying, if you can take the time to just kind of be present with everything that's showing up, the good, the bad, the ugly, you know, enjoy the good, right? Like, it's not all bad. There's beautiful things coming through. But if we can take that, really focus on being present with all of this, it's going to allow us to resolve some things and to heal some things. It's kind of like this last work that we're doing as we're wrapping up this new year. The other thing that I heard was just like to be easy on ourselves, right? I think we're getting a lot of downloads. I know there's a lot going on with the planetary energies and things like that. So just taking it easy on yourself, listening to what it is that you need, not pushing yourself too hard. I got that message. I've been doing a ton of like these tarot readings, the 2022 readings that I put out, and just making my way through that. And I love to do them and I get excited. So I just like definitely take the time to do them. But I also recognize, like, maybe I've been pushing it a little hard, you know, maybe I need to balance it out and take it a little bit easier. So where do you need to take it a little bit easier on yourself, just to find a little bit of balance? And speaking of that, we'll dive into the cards, because we pulled the Temperance card, which is all about balance. You know, what do you need to temper in your life? What do you need to bring into balance in your life? Take it easy. You know, there's an energy of, we're creating amazing things for ourselves. We're stepping into a new phase of life, but it's also okay to not rush it, not push it, not need it to be something that it's not, or not force anything. Allow it to flow, allow it to come, and allow yourself to come back into balance. But I think that we're going to see with the Six of Wands a lot of small victories this week. You know, these little victories, maybe big victories too, right? But small victories where we feel like, okay, like my hard work is paying off. This stuff that I've been working on, this stuff that I've been doing, the things that I've been doing, you know, the ways that I've been working on myself, that is paying off, and I'm starting to see some of the rewards of that. So small victories. We have these popped out together, the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Okay, so this is like a focus on money, focus on finance, focus on stability, security, right? Which is like that Venus retrograde energy, and conflict, right? So working through conflict within relationships probably, or some kind of conflict. So know that if whatever conflicts are coming up for you, treat them like opportunities to, again, handle them differently. Jen is saying the Queen of what? The Queen of Pentacles. I don't know what you thought. I have an idea of what you thought I said, but anyway, we have the Five of Wands here, which is all about like conflict and using that to teach you, to grow you, to develop you, to help guide you into handling it better, doing things better. We also have the Emperor card, right? So the Emperor is, for me, about like stepping into leadership. It's about getting your shit together with certain things, right? Like maybe like you're recognizing where you're getting your shit together, or you've been working on getting your shit together in a particular area, and it's really coming together, right? There's this strength, there's this leadership that you are either already stepping into or will be stepping into, and you're working toward that. But I really like this Emperor energy. There is a warning with the Emperor to try not to be too rigid, and I feel like I need to say that, right? So try to let yourself continue to flow, because again, this energy is incredibly unpredictable. We have the Strength card, you know, us pulling from our strength, pulling from our resources that we have, remembering that we have made it through many, many things, and we will make it through many, many more things, including whatever it is that you have going on right now. We have the Page of Wands. I pulled this, I'm pretty sure last week. I think it was either last week or the week before. And again, I'm very aware of the way that he's looking at his wand, right? And saying, I did this. I created this, right? This is something new. This is a new opportunity or something new that you're starting to put your time and your energy into. And it's not developed. It's not turned into something bigger just yet, but it's like the beginning of something really exciting. And I see that pride with that. And I think that's really important as we're working on self-love, right? Because we may also, as we're working on relationships, it might not be relationships outside of ourselves. It might be that relationship with ourselves. And it's about that acknowledgement of all the hard work that we've done, and as far as we've, you know, how far we've come, and all of that as well. You might even be reflecting back over the year, taking a look at that. We have the Death card and the Fool card in reverse, okay? So this is about ending one journey and beginning another one. And I see like we're kind of in that transitional phase right now. So we might not be at the beginning of that new journey. We might be with this Page of Wands just getting started with something. But this is also about allowing something to come to an end in order to allow us to step into this new beginning, right? And the last card that I have here is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword, right? It's this beautiful gift from the universe, this amazing thing that happens for you, but it's also about a sacrifice. It's about understanding, like, in order to get to where I need to be, what do I need to release? What do I need to change? What do I need to do? What habits do I need to let go of? How do I need to work on myself? And I see you thinking about all of these things and really helping yourself to get to this place where you're feeling really clear, where you're feeling really supported by the universe, and ready to go in. There's an energy of a new direction. And speaking of that, I pulled the Direction card, right? And I feel like there's, how do I say that? Like, you can't go in a new direction unless you know what that direction is. You might not know like what's further down the path, but you have to identify the direction first. And that's what we're doing right now. We're identifying the direction. If you can take that time in that space to reflect, to notice what's showing up for you, it's going to help you to determine that direction. So I'm going to read, this is the Tosha Silver Wild Offering deck, I think. I'll read you the prayer from this because I love the prayers that are on this. So this is the Direction card. And it says, Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. That's one of my favorite cards in this deck. I just think that's a really cool prayer. So just like inviting God, the universe, whatever you call that, into helping you determine what the direction is and where you're going. I see us moving in the direction of some exciting things and having these small victories as we're heading there. But we need to get clear. That's this Ace of Swords, getting clear on where we're going. So I'm excited to see where we all go next. All right, guys, take care. If this video resonates with you, I always appreciate it. If you like it, comment on it, share it, whatever you want to do. It all helps to support my channel and to support the work that I'm doing. So I so appreciate it. I so appreciate all of your comments. I didn't mean to ignore them. I just get into a flow. So take care, guys. I will see you soon. Bye.